create 41 tiles in batch mode in Ortho4XP. And oh man, it's freaking gone. Well, let's see if we can see it. That's it. It's over. I couldn't catch it. Damn it. Well, I've got it videoed on my iPad. Let's see if you can see what. Yeah. Okay. There it is. There are the tiles that supposedly are created. And there are 41 of them. And what I am going to do is document. As you can see, it's almost all of California. Because I had a catastrophic failure on one of my drives, and then all my scenery went to the big cursor in the sky. So we're going to come here, and while it doesn't look like you can, I'm going to do Control All and Control C, and we're going to copy this 41 batch files to a new text file, and it's 31,000 lines. Whoa. Okay. Save as in Documents. Where is Documents? There we go. And we're going to say GeForce 41 PUILD TileNames. Save to Documents. Okay. As you can see, it's 33117, right? This is the entire file, 31,000 lines of documentation. At one point, and I've got it on video, at one point, oh man, did I do what I just think I did? Sure as hell looks like it. There are the tiles. Let's go back to Notepad. Yeah, it's still there. Oh no, I did save it. Okay, so we're good to go. I don't know what more I can document other than the fact that here are the tiles that are concerned. And I have proof that the names were removed so that instead of 41, however many texture files we've got, let's go take a look. There should be S. As you can see, S ortho batch files. And by the way, we're running a surface test check. Although it doesn't look like it's a surface error. 100% zero bad sectors on S. Right there. Okay, so we're going to close that out. It's 441 gigabytes, and of which a certain amount obviously is available, but the bottom line is here is the folder S Ortho4 XP batch tiles. Where the hell is it? Holy crap. Oh, there it is. Okay, now what we could have done is just go here and look at properties. Now, if all the DDS files, all the texture files for making one area, notice there's only 618 items here. Well, it should be 41 times 608. So, you know, if we went to, if we went up to browser here and we ask 41 times 600, comes up with 24,000 files. That's what those 41 files approximately would have produced. And what do you say? Well, here's properties. It's only 6.67 gigabytes. 6.67 gigabytes is the size of one file. It should be 41 times that, so 6.69 times 41 6.69 GB equals, I wonder if it's smart enough to know, 274.29 gigabytes. Now, did we have enough room to do that? Well, on drive S, where is it? S. We only had 199 gigabytes available. Well, I don't think that did it. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the code that couldn't handle 41 tiles at once. And yes, I'll admit I got ambitious. And I can't save this, so might as well. As long as we've got it documented, there's no way to save it. So I'm just going to go bam, and start over again once we figured out why this happened. We'll look at the drive space and whatnot later on, but you saw the figure. 41 times 6.69 gigabytes per tile, approximately, is 274 gigabytes. And no, I didn't have the space. I need almost 300 gigabytes, and we need to do this, say, in half increments and see if we get the same problem. So that would bring it down to 135 gigabytes, which I do have on a lot of drives. Well, not a lot. I got Y, which is right now suspect, and no, V and U are suspect. We've lost a lot of files on there, and they're not showing up because that's all you can see. And there's nothing to be seen there. However, if we come over to, well, forget it, it's a moot point. The bottom line is that I found a ton of files that could be recovered using my recovery tool, and so there. All right, so that's documentation of what occurred. We were using wonderful everything by Void tools to monitor the creation of these files. And oh, look at this. You can still see, and I documented on the video, how we went from the textures directory to what we were doing, going to batch files, to Z Ortho4XP underscore textures. And as a consequence, at this point at 449. Oh well, and that's when it was modified. When was it created? Bottom line is, look what goes from here to here. And we see evidence of the existence of Ortho4XP 2073. And you saw previously, before I closed out Ortho4XP, that's not the tile. It never was the tile. Well, I can't say never was the tile. I'll have to figure out where 2073 is. But there you go. That's documentation. Partial documentation. The other documentation is actually a movie I recorded on my iPad as this was happening and creating the textures, and you'd see that the Z4XP underscore, this is the file name of the tile, disappeared as it did up here, because this was all using this nomenclature, Z Ortho4XP plus 20 minus 73. All of these tiles, in other words, these numbers were being reused, which is why, with these numbers being reused inside of the folder, they overwrote each other. Okay, well, anyhow, we documented it two ways, kind of, sort of. One way here, and I'll be providing a follow-up. But I wanted to do this live. I was trying to get it done, but I couldn't catch it fast enough. One device will allow well, so I wish you guys well. And now you know that there's something screwy going on with 41 batch files in Ortho4XP that you saw that I was trying to create and was creating. This is the tail end of it at what time? 5:16 in the morning. So there it is, and I'll be supplementing this with actual video of this changing. So y'all take care. If you're watching, I hope you could you can see that there's a certain amount of documentation that went on. Vis-a-vis the creation and dissolution of Z Ortho4XP, and apparently the reuse of these numbers. So I'll sign off at this point, and y'all take care. I'm going to sleep, and 8 hours from now I'll be waking up and trying to figure out what the fuck happened. Y'all take care. Bye. Chaz, November 146, Charlie Hotel, signing off in 3, 2,